Okay, now let's drop vector decoys there. Perfect. Yeah, they can pop so far. Look at this. The prime of time, Vector Prime. His counterpart is Nova Prime for Decepticons, and this is a very powerful bot, but some people do not really understand how to use him. And I'm gonna show a couple of examples in this video. But this is a 4-star, okay? I'm gonna show you 5-star with max stats, put a time step and everything. But this is on my live account. I do not have a 5-star. I'm gonna show 5-star in playtest. But for a live account, I have 4-star and I'm gonna use it against some very powerful bases against my alliance mates, including a defender with primarily high mode effects, combiner. So it's gonna be difficult, and this is gonna be a 4-star. He's gonna do a good job. This is a pretty wonky build. Let me show you. This is only ranked up once. Okay, 4-star, very nothing special stats. Vertical level 6. I have a G1 core. This one's G metal, but only level up to level 7. Basically, it increases your DPS, and also your Vector Prime is also stun targets for 8 seconds. It's very nice, actually. But yeah, okay, let me first get over to the ability. You open a portal, and from portal, basically 3 Vector Primes for other universes. Basically, decoys are jumping around. They have 40% of your health and DPS, and as they jump around, they jump. So between each building, each can jump up to 3 times. They deal damage and apply acid for 4 times of your bot's DPS over 6 seconds. So that DPS is spread over 6 seconds. Okay. And enemies in the range of portal itself are slowed by 30%. Very useful, very useful. So basically, what they can do is they can pop outposts from very decently far away. They can also, slow them down, stun. There are a lot of uses for this, very tactical uses. And now, for the build itself, this is what I'm gonna show you with. This is a very suboptimal and subpar build, but we have to first acknowledge he's long range by default. So his survivability will be decent. However, I'm gonna use just a G1 core. Again, increases your base DPS and your Vector Primes also stun targets. You could, use something like Alchemist to improve survivability. Absolutely, you can go with something with like my Chronos to heal nearby allies. You can use Nexus to boost your combiner and deal more damage to enemy combiner. You can use Prima if you want to use a specific combat, like for example Nightstick and Fracas. Let's see, Peacemaker and Tip Top work with that combo as well. Flag and Cratermaker work with this combo as well. I'm not the fondest of Top Shot and Fireline because their range scales based on your class, and I believe for special class his range will be decreased down to I think medium or even short range. That impacts his survivability a lot, but it can improve how you pop outposts, so that's something to consider. But I don't find this useful. I prefer him at long range, and I gave him only Zor because I want to show you this is very minimalistic, very cheap, minimalistic, and it can be effective even in harder points in game, because it's more of a strategic bot than like a super destroyer type of thing. So he can be very effective, and yeah, I'm gonna show you what he can really do, because this guy is very impressive in my opinion. And this is maxed out one on playtest. So a fully maxed out G1 core. I gave him also a fully maxed out Nightstick. Again, Fracas for Decepticons to really show you the stats, right? He is captain rank. This is what you can expect from maxed out stats. 5-star. Again, the decoys gain significantly more power. Upon dying, they also deal 4 times DPS in an area. So this DPS times 4, that's going to be a very respectable AoE damage. Hence why I mentioned that you could use Alchemist Prime to further improve your survivability. But yeah, I'm also going to show you example from the playtest just so you can see what he can do maxed out. But of course, I want to put a lot more emphasis on just how good he's well designed in general, even as a 4-star. Okay, that's some playtest. So let me just show him alone what he can do. Let's deploy decoys down. And let's see what he can do alone. Yeah, decoys can go, they can attack, block healing, they do their own thing. Jump. Although, I think they are stunning as well. It's just the icon is not showing because acid effect is being applied first, so I guess that's how it works. But okay, that's a single ability cast. Okay, this is just to show you something that he can do alone. This is not meant to represent his power, because it's really not the case. It's meant to kind of show you the utility of him. I'm not gonna use that ability. Okay. Yeah, he's popping outpost doing damage. Okay, he got stunned. So let me open portal over here. He's stunned by Afterbaker. But okay, doesn't matter. You see, even from this, you know, I did portal like over here, and the vectors they jumped all the way there to pop these outposts as well. Yeah, as you can see, though, he can be very effective at popping outposts for sure. Here we got a really solid base from an alliance mate of mine, and we're gonna use Vector here. For starting, I'm gonna use pipes, and I'm gonna rush him to this fireproof. To damage it as much as possible. Ideally, we want it completely gone. So let's go now with Leo, and let's burn this side down. Okay. Now let's also burst the other side, and in the meantime, let's deploy Vector over there. Now he's gonna trigger the mine, but that's okay. I'm just gonna wait it out. It's taking a lot of extra energy that I can't necessarily use, but that's fine. I have things planned. Let me take down this fireproof. Okay, and now I'm gonna use a Vector ability over here. He's gonna pop these outposts and the combiner, because his decoys are jumping around and, you know, doing their thing. Yeah, that's very nice. I'm gonna use pipes and rush forward so he can taunt. Perfect. I'm gonna wait, and then maybe slowly deploy rest of the squad. Alright. Let's deploy Minerva now as well. That should be fine now, really. Okay. Let's destroy this fireproof. Boom. Okay, now let me nuke this. I want to get rid of the shielding cluster. Let's use leaves. Let's actually do this. And Combiner died in a very unfortunate time. So he's after that effect applied in a very unwanted time, really. I'm gonna have to pretty much use Leo twice now. I need that shielding cluster gone. Let me apply some glass gas to increase the damage further. Perfect. Now, let's get rid of this. Okay, let's drop track smoke as well. Let's drop Minerva's healing tower to heal up. Fortunately lost one bot, but I think I got this so far. Have to be very careful. Very unlucky run so far. With things just happening in such goofy, unwanted ways. Okay, then let's get rid of this. Let's rush forward with pipes so he can taunt everything over there. Perfect. That should be pretty much it for now. Okay, that was it for this base. Here I have an alliance made with a front-loaded base, also a really powerful one. So this time I'm gonna actually sacrifice my Vector. I'm gonna do this and drop his ability over here. So he should pop everything completely. Yeah, just gone. And I'm okay with him dying, really. You know, and the decoys are alive for a bit, so that they can, you know, just really waste enemy abilities. So I'm gonna wait a little for enemy abilities to expire. I got time. This is front loaded and everything. Okay, so let's now rush with pipes slowly. Okay, I guess now I can slowly deploy the rest of the team. So I want to get rid of the shielding cluster. You can go over here, you can do this. And I can use smoky there to boom detonate. Combiner is down, so I'm gonna have to wait out a little. Let me deploy track smoke. Heal up, you know, a little bit. I can also rush with pipes. Yeah, let's rush with pipes. Do I use the battle boost? Maybe not yet. I still have to get rid of this fireproof. And then I'm gonna nuke this side. Let's add more glass gas for more damage. Okay, let's nuke this side. We'll also gain more energy by doing so. And let's do Titan ability over here. Let's clean up more critical buildings. And that should be fine for the most part. Now let's rush with pipes, so he can taunt anything that's left, although there isn't much left. Yeah, I can just fast forward and that's it. Okay, Vector, you know, we're really doing a good chunk here as well, you know. Pretty much we're nullifying all the abilities of enemy bots. Was huge. Okay, another powerful base from an alliance mate. So, yeah, I gotta get rid of this fireproof, so let's do this. And then honestly, we can it all significantly. And help with pathing, of course. Now I'll deploy Vector there. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Intended, actually. For the sake of pathing. Okay. Let me take enemy Titan for now. Okay, now let's drop Vector decoys there. Perfect. Yeah, they can pop so far. Look at this. Okay, Vector died, but that's fine. Really. Okay, now let's rush with pipes here. Okay. Let's see. The Anthony build was a element to snipe down other than fireproof. So I'm gonna wait, I guess. Play a little bit of a waiting game. I don't think that I can take out unnecessarily. Okay. You're gonna use Titan ability over here on fireproof to just really smash it down. And now I'm gonna do this to do more AoE there. Okay. It should do a nice trick, and let's finish. I want this Megatronus gone, period. No questions asked. Now let's do heavy damage with Lee over there. And let me rush with pipes. I just noticed that the combiner beacon is down. My bad. Vector should have definitely popped combiner beacon because those things have like an insanely huge range. Okay. Now this base definitely has a very wonky pathing. It really wants to waste your time. Hence why it's very decently powerful base. A lot of advanced bases, they manipulate pathing to really make it as inconvenient as possible for you to win. But I think that's pretty much it. So my Titan can beat enemy Titan, so I'm just gonna use abilities over there on the base. Yeah, and I think that's gonna be it for the most part. Now let's drop track smoke a little bit. But yeah, that's it. You know, a Vector already, you know, coming in clutch yet again and doing quite a decent thing. Again, this is a 4-star Vector Prime level, like 61, 62, you know.